15 ways to make a complete mess of your NEBOSH IG2 or your NG2 risk assessment. Big fat mistake number 14 now, getting tired now. Doing an inspection instead of a risk assessment. Hazardous substances. Bleach, disinfectant and hand sanitizer found on top of the cupboard. Well, it's a hazard, that's true. It's the sort of thing that you might find today but it's gone tomorrow. Or you could do the risk assessment today and it's not there today because the place is tidy. But it appears tomorrow. You see, it's not the type of hazard which we really should be looking for in a risk assessment. Looking for things that are a little bit untidy. Let's carry on. Staff and customers could be exposed and suffer skin irritation. Okay. Control. Storage cabinet provided. Okay. Action. Put chemicals away in the storage cabinet. Immediately, General Manager. Put chemicals away in the storage cabinet. Why did that person bother writing that down on the risk assessment? Just put it away yourself. Just put it away yourself right now. Done. That way you don't have to write that nonsense down. What this person is doing here is that they're doing an inspection. They're walking around looking for problems, and then their actions are to fix those problems. Tidy that up, put a little repair there, straighten that over there. That's not a risk assessment, that's an inspection. Walking around looking for faults and fixing the faults. A risk assessment looks for the reasonably foreseeable risks. Those are hazards which might not be here today. You see, I've got lighting equipment all over me. Most days we don't use it. Most days I'm not filming. We have an office, we use it as an office environment. Now if you did a risk assessment on a day when we're not filming, you'd find the office fairly tidy, people working, DSE equipment, fairly normal place. No lights, no training cables, everything's fine, risk is low. Once every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, we do a big filming day. And then all of a sudden the lights come out, the cables are trailing, we've got all kinds of stuff going on, it's a little bit messy and untidy. If you were to do a risk assessment, you would make inquiries in the office as to what kind of activities take place. What do you do? What's normal? What hazards appear? What hazards disappear? What are the risks? How might you be harmed? And in the course of those conversations, someone might say, well, it's pretty safe, but other than filming day, because when we start filming, there's stuff everywhere. And you know, we had a fire once, one of the lights set fire to a blanket. You're like, ooh, okay, I think that needs to go on my risk assessment. Even though it's not happening today, fire from the lighting needs to go on the risk assessment. You're not doing an inspection. The other thing with this as well, like, sorry, I'm gonna go off on a rant now. Put chemicals away in the storage cabinet, says there. Like, that's not exactly a management control, is it? Let's take a look at the NEBOSH syllabus here. I've got it here, right? Qualification Guide for Learning Partners. Just take a look at the title of this. It's like NG1, Management of Health and Safety and Risk Assessment. We are looking to see, I say we, examiners, NEBOSH. We want you to show that you can manage health and safety. We want to see management controls. For example, training, systems of work, new policies, new procedures, new monitoring and auditing and all of that stuff. We want to see management controls. We don't want to see just a basic instruction. Hey, put that away, will you? You mucky bugger. That's not a management control. And so if that's all you're doing on your risk assessment, just telling people to put that away and do this and do that and bury that off before you do it, they're not management controls, they're just instructions, they're just rules. Show your managerial side when you write the actions. If we take a look at the NEBOSH sample, which is here, you'll often see management controls. You'll see things like changes to the safe system of work, an assessment of risks to be added to a worksheet, procedures, a surveillance program. A lot of these are management controls. Monitoring system, rotas, we've got health surveillance again, toolbox talks to be held, purchasing policy, and so on. Make sure your controls are risk assessment controls, not just the actions you take following an inspection. This is a risk assessment. It is not an inspection.